Hi everyone, in this video we're going to have a look at the Online Campus introduction and its purpose, and also at the how-to guides page. So I'm here on the home page of the Online Campus. If we scroll down slightly, we'll see the Online Campus introduction. So the Online Campus introduction has been set up for students new to the college to guide you through some processes that you'll be using regularly in, say, using forums and submitting assessments on the Online Campus, and it's really an opportunity or a place where you can have a play. So up the top here we've got some general information getting started, meet your tutor Lane Phillips, news and the forum which you'll use as part of the assessment. Then we've got some brief study notes and the assessment. Now what the assessment does is it gets you to go in and update your profile. It gets you to post on the forums and reply to one, and also to submit a mock assessment through the Online Campus so that you can get used to this process prior to having to submit your first one for real. Okay, that's about it for here. We'll go back out to the home page, and then we'll go into how-to guides. Now, as a new student to the Online Campus, it's quite possible that there will be a few computer skills that you'll need to learn as you come into online learning. So this page is really providing you with some guides, both PDF documents to read and videos to help you through this process. And of course, at any time, if you do need any extra help, you can call us on the 0800 number. Okay, so at the top of the page, it's the Online Campus tutorial, which hopefully you found previously in another page on the Online Campus website. So it is also listed, if we go back to the home page, in new to the Online Campus. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down to the next section, email notifications. Now this one is quite important. So as a student of the college, we're going to be communicating with you quite regularly by email. So there's two ways we're going to do that. We're going to do that directly to your email address, and we're also going to be doing it when you and the tutors use the Online Campus. Now the Online Campus is a little bit unique in that it sends emails on behalf of you and on behalf of tutors. And by this I mean, say for example, when you post in the forums, and that forum post gets sent out to all students and the tutor for a course, the email that gets sent out will come from your email address, sent from the Online Campus rather than being sent from your email account. So what that means is that some email servers will pick that up and say, hey, this didn't actually come from Lane Phillips at Gmail, it came from onlinecampus.ncnz.co.nz, perhaps it's spam, we'll filter that into a spam folder. So to avoid that, it's really important that you set us up as a safe domain, which is similar to a safe sender in your email account. Now there's instructions on how to do this in this document here, and it is pretty straightforward and also quite similar between the different email providers. But what I've done here is created instructions for Gmail, Yahoo, Outlook, Hotmail, and these are coming directly from their websites and their instructions for the users on how to do this. If you're not a user of one of these providers, you can go to your provider's website and do a search, and you should be able to come up with instructions on how to set us up as a safe domain. Okay, so the next section down, referencing and plagiarism. For students coming to the college, sometimes haven't studied for quite a number of years, in fact anywhere up to 30, 40 years in some instances. So you may or may not be familiar with referencing and the concepts of plagiarism. So there's two brief guides here, and further details, particularly on the referencing, with lots of examples of different ways you reference, can be found in the student handbook. If you have any questions about referencing, do give your tutor a call when you go to undertake your first assessment. Now we've got a video here on how to reference using Microsoft Word. This is really useful because Microsoft Word can insert your references for you. So once you set up some data on, say, a website or a book, with a click of a button you can add an in-text reference into your assessment, and when you get down to the end of your assessment, with a couple of clicks you can insert a reference list automatically. So it's a really useful function for students, quite easy to get to know, and this video will show you how. Now coming down here, we just have some general guides for people on studying and on digital literacy skills. So we've got the Study Skills for Students booklet, which you would have received in the post as well. We've got a page on how to back up and store your files online. It's reasonably common for us to get emails or calls from students saying their computer's crashed, the kid poured a glass of water on it, it's been stolen, whatever might have happened, and they've lost their assessments. Now if you save your assessments or at least back them up online, this can never happen, you'll always be able to access them. So I've got some information here on different providers, and they all offer free service, so Google Drive, Dropbox, OneDrive, there's a number of other ones similar that you can use as well. But for these three main ones, we've got videos there on how to use them. Okay, we've also got a page that links through to some links to YouTube tutorials on how to use Microsoft Word, if you're ever having any troubles using any of its functions. We've got a page that links through to some websites on studying with dyslexia for any of our students that are dyslexic and want some assistance. And then the final one in this section is a video we've made on how to use a bookmarking service called Digo. Now you're going to find hundreds of websites if you are a diploma student studying with us, and it can be really difficult to keep a track of those and go back and find them easily if you're just using a standard bookmarking service in your internet browser. So services like Digo can make it really simple to keep track of things and find them again in the future. It's free. So we highly recommend that you use this. Okay, the final section we've got is some information on completing assessments and quizzes. So at times you may be asked to label a diagram in Microsoft Word, so we've got that here in a video as well. And for a number of assessments you'll be scanning things like case take forms, images, etc. to submit on the online campus. So there's instructions here around how to keep the file size low enough to submit on the online campus. So it's got tips like making sure you're scanning in black and white, scanning text rather than images. It's got information on how to merge PDFs and also how to compress them if your files are too large. And last of all, here we've got a video on how to undertake online campus quizzes. So for various of your assignments, part of the assignment will be doing an online quiz. So this just gives you an introduction to how to use those. Now we're always adding more resources and videos, so as you watch this you may find some new ones that have been added after this video was made, and if there's any particular area of computer skills that you'd like a video made on, you can ask us to make that as well. Also know that YouTube is fantastic for finding videos on how to use different things, how to use different software. Okay, that's it for this video. Thank you.